Welcome to Spa Life TV. This is day number 5 of our Spa Life healing journey together, and everything is based on this book, the Spa Life Method. How we look at the gut, how we look at fascia, how we look at nervous system regulation, the Serenity Center itself, how you live your life in a crisis, how you live your life when things are good. It is all about being in a parasympathetic state. And that was the missing piece on my healing journey before I got sick, while I was sick, while I was recovering. It was the same thing. It was about getting into a parasympathetic state, because you cannot prevent disease, you cannot heal, you cannot have abundant energy, you cannot sleep well, you cannot have vitality if you don't train yourself to be in a parasympathetic state most of the time. And that's what I call the Spa Life state. And to do that, it is the Spa Life Method. And I discovered this book, or this philosophy, or this framework because of my 36 years in the health and wellness industry, of having gone to so many spas. I've been to the most amazing spas in Japan, onsens, and in Mexico, and all over our country, and hot springs. And the one thing I learned is that they had a common thread, and that was that they are activating the senses. And I say the 7 senses. You'll have to read the book to find out what those 2 extra senses are. But it is the 7 senses. So the Spa Life Method, a journey to vitality using the 7 senses. You know, a lot of these spas, they're activating the senses with aromatherapy, or maybe some lemon water, and they're giving maybe some music, and they're doing it as if that's an aesthetic, as if that is extra to make the atmosphere wonderful. But I don't think too many places realize it is that is the key. Yes, the massage is nice. Yes, the IV vitamin C is great. All those things are great, but it is activating the senses that are dropping someone into the parasympathetic state so that the treatment can work, so that the massage actually lasts and feels good and helps the body. It's about getting them into that state first. So, Spa Life Method is those 7 senses. And one thing you can do in your life is start recognizing that the senses are the doorway to your healing. The senses are the doorway to your vitality. The senses are the doorway to preventing disease, to having a strong immune system. So when you go about your day, you want to think about what you're looking at. You want to look far into the distance. Did you know that you can actually drop in and out of sympathetic and parasympathetic very quickly? That's actually how the body works. We're not supposed to always be in parasympathetic. You have to have some activity in the sympathetic state. It's like, you know, when you go to the gym and you do a bicep curl, you know, that is not relaxing. That is tension on that muscle. But it is through the tension that the muscle gets stronger. Well, your nervous system works the exact same way. It needs a little bit of tension so that it can learn how to relax. That's why we do something like cold plunge. Cold plunge is not cozy, it's not comfy, and it's not relaxing. It's designed to actually shock your body, to shock the nervous system. So when you get out, you're training your body to go into shock, relaxation, shock, relaxation. So if you can get into a cold plunge and actually drop into a parasympathetic state, that's training. That's training your nervous system for real life, because you're not going to get away from stress. Stress is everywhere. That's part of life. Digesting food creates a small amount of stress in your body, and that is good. But can your body oscillate in and out of sympathetic, parasympathetic? And can you stay in parasympathetic most of the time, even in a crisis situation, even in difficult times? You do that by training your body. And we teach that in the Spa Life Method. It is so cool. So if you don't have this book yet, get your hands on it, because it will be your guiding light. Whether life is great and you just want energy, or whether you're dealing with an illness, This is your guiding light because the senses are your doorway into the parasympathetic state. And the parasympathetic state is how you heal, how you have energy, how you have vitality, clear skin, healthy gut, pain-free, is when you are in that parasympathetic state and you train your body to be in that state. And the 7 senses, that's how you do it. So I'm excited to share this book with you, and we'll continue to talk about that. But you guys have a great weekend. This was very exciting. I'm so looking forward to hearing your stories, hearing your experiences. But until next week, have a great weekend.